Hello Falcons, Mr. Fleschner here, bringing you some of the updates from our recent June school board meeting. Now June typically is a time where we kind of finish up some end of the year items and then kind of start ramping up going into the next year. So some of these board items are really prepping us for going into next year. So one of the things the school board did at their meeting, we review all of the handbooks, so all the student handbooks from all the various buildings, and then some of the employee handbooks and those kind of things, and the board kind of reviews all the updates and protocols of those. One of the things I'm really excited to share, I'm excited to see how this looks next year. In the junior high, we're going to be changing how we kind of handle cell phones a little bit. So I'm excited Mr. Boozman will be communicating all that out at open house, and looking forward to see how that little bit of change can make a big difference in the junior high building. A couple other items that were touched on are things we dealt with Central Rivers AEA. Lots of AEA discussion in the news here recently, and we've talked about how Appleton Parkersburg is going to handle some of those items. A couple of the biggest ones, we've got our professional development laid out and how those funds are going to be budgeted through the AEA. We're also entering into a technology agreement with the AEA. Really, it's for backside support of firewalls and some server support and some of those things for our school district. Next year, AP will also be entering into an agreement with AGWSR for work-based learning support. So work-based learning is something Stacy Asher supported us here at AP with. She'll continue to do that, but we're going to change the agreement just a little bit, and AGWSR will be part of that agreement with our students next year. Some fiscal notes, we had some things transferring accounts. That's usually a to-do item, end of the year, fiscal year things. We also will be doing some updating to our emergency lighting here at the high school. If you remember about a month or so ago, we had a pretty widespread power outage here in Parkersburg. Well, that also offered us a great opportunity to kind of identify a few things that maybe need to get serviced and fixed. So we'll be updating our battery backups and all of our lights there. A final item before I get into facilities, our school also talked about some cyber insurance coverage. And our school has now kind of changed how we handle that and changed the amount of the deductible and those kind of things with that program. Now to facilities, probably one of the biggest items that's been out there. Hopefully you've had some information, you've seen some of our social media posts about that. Our master facility planning team kind of had their final meeting a couple of weeks ago, brought a presentation to the school board. So Envision Architecture was there, and also a committee member was there as well to kind of share with the board the recommendation going forward. So right now, the plan moving forward is really to do a pretty sizable update of facilities in the Applington building and some career and tech ed spaces here at the high school, along with some reconfigurating. Okay, so you're going to see and be hearing about some board action that'll be coming to take place next week. What they're going to do, the school board will be brought to them, ballot language, really outlines what the project would look like and also the amount of the project. And once the board acts on that, we'll be reaching out to all of you in the community asking for signatures to bring this back to the board so we can put it on the election ballot in November. So lots and lots of work kind of to do in the background on this so we can bring it forward and give you more and more information about future facility updates here at AP. And as always, go Falcons.